Is this thing working? I don't know. You never know. Technology, am I right? I have no idea where that goes. There we go. Well, go live. It's like really zoomed in though. I don't like how zoomed in. 7:30. All right, all right, all right. That show must go on. Stay up there. All right. Just chilling here. Okay. We'll be back. All right. Let's rock and roll. Go ahead. All right. Well, all right. Welcome. We got the Derek. Woo! All right, keep it down. Keep it down. Thank you. Welcome. Comedy at La Casa. It's just me and you tonight. Going to be a little intimate. Let me work through my material. I am the Derek. 6'1", 236 pounds, a twisted steel and sex appeal. Why am I the Derek? Well, for years, Derek and Derek's got along. D-E-R-R-E-K. D-E-R-E-C-K. All Derek's. Derek's. Then you got the Derricks. D-E-R-I-C-K. R-R-I-C-K. For years, millennia, the Derricks and the Derricks were at war. Because the Derricks were giving the Derricks a bad name. Think about it. Any movie, Derrick, it's not Derrick. We were constantly fighting the Icks and the X. Till about a year ago, something came along. And it's a Derryck. D-E-R-Y-C-K. A Derryck? It's an abomination. So the Icks and the X, the Derricks, the Derricks, we finally got together. Common enemy, the Derricks. I guess the point of the story I'm trying to say is, I'd rather be a dick than a dyke. Woo! Coming in hot. Today, oh, hello, baby girl. You're here, too. Today's set is called, Are You an Adult? Or Are You an Adult? And we're going to go through some of the differences of an adult and an adult. Yes, we are. So, I had a former friend of mine. We'll call him Boiler. Now, he's from Saskatchewan. I'm not sure if I blame him or the public education system. But he comes out here and he goes, hey, do you know lakes have tides? I said, no, they don't. Oh, yeah, no, they do. No, absolutely not. Lakes do not have a tide. Well, when I was here in June, the water was way higher. And now in August, it's lower. How do you explain that? I said, okay, stop. Stop. You're just, enough. You're fooling me. He goes, no, I'm serious. Now, he's a welder, so should explain a little bit. I says, dude, it's evaporation. The water goes down. It's going to the fucking ocean. No, I don't know about that. And I said, you're an adult. Mind you, this is coming from the same person that told me, asked me, in all seriousness, he says, do you think if people moved from BC to Saskatchewan, they would become flat-footed? I said, no, not that's a thing you're kind of like born with. Oh, no, it'll happen. I says, okay, can you explain? Well, because there's lots of hills in BC. And Saskatchewan's really flat. So if they moved to Saskatchewan, then they would become flat-footed. Just makes sense. No, that's not how that works. Because he's an adult. Well, he was dating this woman. Real character, this one. And he was supposed to come up and visit me for a day. He gets here about 10. Oh, she shows up 11:30. They're on a boat by 12:30. They're supposed to be back in an hour. About 10, 11 hours later, like 1 in the morning, they show up, about 5, 6 different people. I don't know. Me and my friend, we're high on mushrooms. We're just like, whoa, what the heck's going on here? So all these people show up. Now, I don't know if you know what a loudmouth cunt is, okay? But she is a loudmouth cunt. She even told me and my friend that she likes to go to the bars in Calgary during the weekdays, fake name, and cheat, get laid, cream pie, and then go back and see her boyfriend, my old friend. Because she's an adult. So, around my house, where's one? Oh, I got one here somewhere. Just one sec. I had these bells made up. Now, these are fun fact bells, because I love fun facts. So there's all these fun fact bells all around my house. You ring it if you have a fun fact, or you ding it if you want to hear a fun fact. So she goes out, one's outside, and she's like, what's this? What's this? Okay, it's a bell. First of all, I know it's a bell. What's it for? Okay, it's a fun fact bell. Ring it and give you a fun fact. What's a fun fact? I said, okay, here you go. The average microbial lifespan in a North Okanagan lake is about 500 days. The average microbial lifespan in Shuswap Lake is around 27 days. It's the cleanest lake around. So you go, that's not fun. So, okay, it's a fun fact bell, not a ruin everybody's night bell. All right, so chill. Well, me and my friend, about 10 minutes of this, mushrooms are really kicking in. So we go way in the corner of my own yard, like way in the corner, chill zone 6, just to get away from all the noise. So we're over there, chilling. Well, as tends to happen in my life, people just seem to, gravitate on over. So she comes on over, out into the back where we are. Concrete patio. She's barefoot. Now, this is important. She goes to us after, 20 minutes of some sort of dribble. You guys want to see my tap dance routine? I used to be a tap dancer. I want to show you my routine. Now, I'm high on mushrooms, so I was like, yeah, go get your shoes. I'd love to see it. I don't need my shoes. I said, aren't you going to do a tap dance? Yeah. Well, aren't the shoes like an integral part of the tap? Aren't they the tap part of the tap dance? Oh, you just don't know that you're not a dancer. Okay. I says, I don't want to see that because of mushrooms. No. Well, she proceeds to stand in front of us and do a barefooted slap dance, tap dance, whatever you want to call it. So after she's all done, she goes, what did you think? Without missing a beat, I says, you look like two mentally challenged chimpanzees trying to hump a greased up doorknob. The fuck was that? Oh my God, that's rude. I says, no, it's rude to have an epileptic seizure in front of someone and not have a medical alert bracelet on. The hell are you doing? Oh, she's an adult. Now, these are some examples because when I hit 40, I started to realize a moment of clarity for me. Most adults are fucking morons. But we give them this sense of brevity and respect because you're like, wow, you know, you're 55. Yeah, I guess, you know, you're an adult. Well, more I thought about this, and it goes back even further. Now, when I first moved out here, sorry, I said puberty. When I first moved out here, or to Alberta, sorry, I worked at a concrete plant. I was 19 years old, and, well, let me tell you something. There was a lot of characters there. One guy in particular stood up. He was a loader operator for the yard. Now, he was about 6'3", probably about 180 pounds, pure 80s. His name was Wesley. Wesley. He wore the mesh football jersey, the crop top. Yeah. With the tight ankle sweatpants. So this guy, I just moved out there. He goes, hey, I didn't have a car. I hitchhiked a ride out to Alberta to start my life. He goes, you want I don't sure. I didn't know what a blow box was. All right? So he's like, blowing this. Yeah, all right. Blowing this thing. He chugs a beer. I said, what's that? He's like, oh, I got to blow in it when I start my car. And 5 minutes later, I got to blow in it again. But I only live 6 minutes away from home, so I can finish this 8-pack of TNT beer before I get home and have to blow again. But I've already been drinking today, so thanks for blowing. That's an adult. A little background. So one day, Wesley, he's stomping in the shop. Just back and forth, just pacing. Oh, mutter, I can't believe this. Motherfucker, I can't believe this. Say, whoa, Wesley, what's up? What's going on? I'm 19. He's in his 40s. He goes, somebody stole something out of my loader. They stole it. I know for a fact it's gone. They stole it. What should I do? I'm like, somebody stole your property out of the loader? Well, you got to go tell the owner. Go tell the boss. Like, you know, that's your stuff. It's your property, man. He's like, yeah, you think so? All right, yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Nobody can steal from me. That's bullshit. All right, so he stomps off, gets about 10 feet away. All of a sudden, the old noodle kicks in for me, and I'm like, oh, Wesley, come back for a second. Comes back, and he's standing in front of me. I said, what exactly was stolen out of your loader? He proceeds to tell me his half ounce of weed. Right? He goes, my weed and my crack pipe. They didn't steal my weed pipe, though, but they stole my crack pipe and my half ounce of weed. Oh, Wesley, don't go tell the owner that. Probably just chalk that up. I shouldn't go tell him? I don't know. Are you an adult? Should you go fucking tell the owner of the company that a half ounce of weed and your crack pipe, he was very specific. He goes, they didn't take my weed pipe, but they took my crack pipe. Okay, you're an adult. Fucking Wesley. There's a lot of crackheads that work there. But Wesley, he was a good guy. I worked in Salmon Arm before I went to Alberta, so I was 18, turned 19. I worked at a furniture shop. Now, this goddamn place had more characters in it than I can even relate to. The guy I worked with on the industrial planer, where you're planing down the wood, old Merv, about 65. I wore earplugs and muffs. That thing was fucking loud. He didn't wear anything. I was like, Merv, how come you don't wear any, ear protection? I can hear a mouse fart and windstorm inside of a church. Don't you worry about me. But, no, you can't, Merv. it's better this way. I was like, why is that? He's like, when you're married, you'll understand. Fair enough, Merv. Fair enough. Tip of the iceberg in this place, though, it was Terry. This fella named Terry. Now, Terry was fucking awesome. If you can visualize Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong, just that's him. He's about, 6'1", 150 pounds. He's got the long hippie hair, the hippie mustache, right? He's just glazed all the time. Always has just wool hippie clothes on. And he, hey man, yeah, he always talk. Yeah, no, it's good. His job, his entire. Am I getting some titty sweat? I got some under teat sweat already. Is that under? Oh, look at that under teat sweat. So his job already was simply this: he took lengths of wood and cut them either 6 inches or 8 inches. That's it. Ran the saw all fucking day. That's all I did. Well, Terry lived about 500 yards from our shop, in behind the Napa and some shed. Now, Terry used to always drive to work, like a big camper van. He'd always drive to work. Well, they didn't really let Terry do a heck of a lot at that place. Well, one day, it's lunchtime, so me and my buddy, the shop foreman, we come back from having lunch and hear the forklift outside. So we go and stand at the big bay doors. Oh, Terry must have been in a rush. It was I think it was Wednesday. For some reason, Terry was in a rush. He needed to get this new stack of wood down. Now, Terry does not ever run equipment. Terry does nothing but sit there at the saw and go like this. That's it. This was a big forklift. Big, 400-pound forks on them. They did have a safety on these forks, though. So if they did fall off, you just tip it back up, go underneath, no problem. Terry, for some reason, decided to get on the forklift. Well, he starts backing up. One of the forks comes off because the booms all the way onto the ground. His fork falls off. Now these things are about 400 pounds. You're not going to pick it up. So we're sitting there. We're laughing. He gets off the forklift. First he doesn't puts it in park, gets back on. He gets out like this. He's looking around, tries to pick it up. He's very malnourished, 150 pounds. Tries to pick it up, doesn't work. Sees us in the bay door laughing. We're just laughing because it's like, what are you doing, Terry? Terry 100% did one of these. And then ran home. Ran home to his home. Oh, that's weird. Didn't come back. The next morning, Terry's not there. So, 9 o'clock, first coffee. Shop foreman, we're in the office. He's like, yeah, come here. We got to talk to Terry because we saw what happened. So we phoned Terry. Terry goes, hello? Hey, Terry, why aren't you at work? Nah, man, I got fired, man. I wrecked the forklift. Foreman's like, no, Terry, you didn't get fired. You didn't get fired. It's easy fix. It's no problem. He's like, oh, who is this? Foreman's like, it's the foreman from the furniture place where you work. No, I got fired yesterday. It's sad, man, but Terry, this is the foreman. You are not fired. You can come into work today. Oh, man, no, not today's not going to work for me. How about tomorrow? All right, Terry, we'll see you tomorrow. Then the foreman asked Terry, he goes, what were you going to do with your van? Like, you just ran home. What were you going to do with your van? I was, oh, yeah, that's my van. That's where it is. I forgot about that. Terry, when are you going to come get your van? He's like, how about Monday? Terry, it's Thursday. Why don't you come into work now, finish out the day? Oh, man, I got fired. The foreman had to hang up the phone, go to Terry's house. Again, it's only shack's only 500 yards away. Bring Terry into work, get his van, and Terry drove his van home and then called into work to say that he needs the rest of the week off. Now that is what I call an adult, not an adult. I got that under teat sweat. I'm going to go change my shirt because, well, I can do that. There's nobody here. So much under teat sweat. A lot of under teat sweat. Too much. I was wearing a shirt. All right, that's better. Oh, you're just making yourself at home. That's better. It's only us here. And I'm sweating like a gypsy with a fucking mortgage. Might as well put on the old tank top. Now, we're discussing adults versus adults. Now, here in the little community I live in, it's called Canoe. I think Canoe is the greatest place on earth. It's a throwback to an old time. Kids play hockey in the streets. You wave at your neighbors. It's a place where you have a conversation with somebody in a car and you're walking in the middle of the street and another car approaches and they just slowly go around. Right? I love it here in Canoe. Now, a couple of years ago, I saw a petition at the store. And it said, petition to stop the four-way stop. No four-way stop in Canoe. I thought, what? That's a joke. Lady behind the camera, oh no, that's real. I looked at it and it's like, it's a real petition. You know, legal and everything. I said, no. There are not adults who are protesting a four-way stop. We only have one four-way stop in Canoe. All right? And let me paint a picture for you. We have one sidewalk in Canoe that goes from the elementary school down the one hill we have. That's where the four-way stop is. Down the hill. One sidewalk, kids walking down the hill. The sidewalk goes to the beach or the store. That's it. So these adults got together to protest the one four-way stop we have. What is that in there? How does that work? No way. Phil. No four-way stop. Because there's a group of them. And then I'm going to town one day. And I go to the four-way stop. And there is an actual fucking protest. Placards, signs, sandwich boards. Like 8 motherfuckers out there. And I'm like, what? So a group of adults got together. And we're like, yep. That's a good idea. Yep, no four-way stops in my town. Not on the one hill with the one sidewalk where the kids from elementary school walk. Right? No! So these adults, that's a good slogan. Oh yeah, that's gonna get them. The buck stops in Canoe, and so do you. Oh, that's gonna show them. I can't believe not everybody is protesting it for. These are adults. This is for fucking real, people. Let's be honest. No one's around. You slow down. You really stop. And it's also Canoe. Fuck you doing going over 40 anyways? Because I'm turning old now. It's like, slow her down. These adults got together, made up slogans. Okay? That's one thing. But then these adults patting themselves on the back. Right? There's a rift in the community. Because there's the, stop sign people. The adults. 3 seconds at a stop sign. That's legally all that's required. And these adults, no way. Not in my Canoe. I'm an adult. It's fucking ridiculous. Now, adults can come from anywhere. Tell this little ditty. Now, I just starting out trying to be a comedian. Professionally, I guess you could say, an entertainer. I've always been a performer. A lot of my old friends and stuff like that. I've always looked for the opportunity, whether I'm getting arrested, whether I'm going to fight, sexually. If there's a joke there, I'm going to fucking say it. Now, this has happened to me 4 times in my life during sexual intercourse. So I'll be having the intercourse. For some reason, because women need to ask me, who's the boss? Who's the boss? Who's the boss? Well, I'm not going to answer with anything other than Tony Danza. Tony Danza! 2 of them just, get out. All right. So 3rd one, same thing. Who's the boss? Who's the boss? I'm like, Tony Danza. Tony Danza. She stops, turns around. She's like, oh, you think it's funny? You think you're funny? You think you're funny making jokes? Think it's a good time to make jokes during sex? You think it's cool to ask me who's the boss during sex? The fuck is that? Who's the boss? What do you want me to say? What should anybody say? Who's the boss? Who's the boss? Tony Danza. Fuck sakes. Well, then there's this little peach, this little Gemaroo having sex. Again, these are like years apart. And she goes, who's the boss? Who's the boss? And I said, Tony Danza. Tony Danza's the boss. Well, she pushes back on me and she goes, actually, Angela was the boss. It was Angela. Angela was the boss. Fuck. I came instantly. I was like, because it's like mental. Oh, shit. Oh, that's awesome. You're amazing, I said. You're a sweet little angel. But I couldn't let it go. So I did a little research. And the next time we were getting intimate, I was on top and we're in the throes of passion, and I whispered to her, I says, well, actually, Tony Danza became a producer on Who's the Boss. So technically, Tony Danza was the boss. Well, that did it. That was the one. She's like, get off of me. I did. You keep going with it. You take it too far. You take it too far. Well, stop being an adult and asking me who the boss is. It's Tony fucking Danza. Well, I'm going to let you guys in on a little tip, little secret, a little something I figured out a few years ago. I couldn't understand why this bothered me. So you go up to somebody and say, hey, how's it going? And they look at you and they say, hey is for horses. We say hello around here, proper greeting. You know these motherfuckers? Hey, how you doing? Hey, it's for horses. We say hello around here. Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, it's for horses. I couldn't understand why the fuck that bothered me so much till a few years ago. And I've been able to use this now about 4 or 5 times, 6 times maybe. Someone ever says, you say, hey, how's it going? Hey, nice to meet you. And they reply back with, hey, it's for horses. Here's what you do. Hey, nice to meet you. Hey, it's for horses. We say hello. And you look at him and you say, we are correct. H-A-Y, hey is for horses. H-E-Y is the greeting I'm using right now, you fucking asshole. So go take your H-A-Y, hey, feed your fucking horses, and fuck off, because you're an adult. You fucking dick. Right? Those people are such dickheads, and they're wrong. Think about it. H-A-Y is for horses, not H-E-Y. So next time some motherfucker, an adult, hey, it's for horses. Cut that shit out. H-A-Y is for horses. Stop being an adult. That's what's going. This one's going quick. It's going good. Next one. This is a whole room full of adults, like 500 of them, and one adult. I'll tell you why. So I was working for the city of Red Deer, and we had a safety day. This one was actually probably one of the best fucking ones ever before they got stupid. There's a dude at a workplace accident, and he's blinded in his workplace accident. And the accident itself was pretty shitty. But the thing that really stuck with me was his wife left him after, like, right away, couldn't deal with it. All this stuff, friends left him, yada, yada. I was like, man, that's very powerful. So he asked a question of the audience, right? So I was just a lowly public works servant at the time. Sitting in front of me is like HR suit dummy 1, HR suit dummy 2, manager suit dummy, office suit dummy. Probably about $600,000 worth of salary in front of me. The city works managers over there. Like, I just sat in the suit dummy section. I don't know why. So this blind guy asked a question. About 500 people in there. Asked a question. He goes, how many of you would feel horrible, would feel depression, or what did he say? He said, oh yeah, how many of you have a loved one at home that you would hate to see be in an accident, or that would hate to see you be in an accident, basically, right? He asked a fucking question, whatever it was. What's 2, how many of you know what 2 plus 2 is? Whatever the fucking the blind guy asked a question. 499 of these adults put their fucking hand up. This adult clapped his hands. Whoo, boy. All the suit dummies turned around and looked at me like, oh, you so fucking insane. Oh, the Pullers manager mouth. Right? We're going to have a meeting. We got to talk after this, like death glares. Like HR idiots, them broads looking at me. Just, oh no, your time is up. Really, let's think about this. So the blind guy, he goes, one person clapped. I bet the rest of you put your hands up. He goes, I'm blind. I'm not deaf. I can't see your hands going up. So the one guy that clapped, I bet you a lot of you thought he was a jerk or he's insensitive. He's the only one that got it right. Because I'm an adult and the rest of you are adults. If a blind man asks you a fucking question, don't raise your hand. He cannot see it. So give him a clap. Let him know. Let him know the answer to the question. Because these fucking morons are raising their hand. I'm looking around like he's fucking blind. How's he gonna? No. Because they're adults. kind of was thinking too, like, it goes back like a long time. And I was thinking like the Salem witch hunts and stuff like that. Back in the day, when adults could just bet you're a witch. So I started thinking like, they're at like the council, they're gonna drown the witches, and like the council of these adults, like, Fred, I don't know, this is like your 6th wife this year. I don't know if they're all witches or not. I don't think this is the proper way we're supposed to be doing this. Oh no, she's a witch for sure. She won't have sex with me. She's a witch. Oh, the adults? Yeah, that's a witch. No problem. Get her, drown her. And if she drowns, she wasn't a witch. If she doesn't drown, she is a witch. So you gotta understand, adults are making these, because there's other people that are sitting around during the witch trials and we're like, I don't know, man, but I'm younger than you and you're an adult, so I guess, even it doesn't really make sense, but I don't know. Okay, let's just drown a bunch of women on like no basis of anything other than the dude's kind of just sick of the yapping. That's a witch. Witch, you're a witch. Burn them, drown them, do whatever. Because we're adults. So that's what I'm saying. We're going to start using our brain a little more because not everybody is a frontal lobe adult. Like, I used to work for a guy. I like that job. Good guy, good brother. But family of weird pissers. Weird pissers. Like, would piss beside the outhouse. You know, the bathroom in the shop's like 2 feet away. Would go outside to piss. Just would film himself pissing. Loves to piss. I don't know. That's their thing. So his brother, watch out, sweetie. So his brother, is that your spot? You got your spot? Don't lick. Okay, good. Okay. So his brother starts telling me the story about, I was driving up Fort Mac, doing $1.30 to the Mac. I had to pee real bad. I stopped him. And I says, and you pulled over safely, took the 2 minutes, peed, got back in your vehicle, took off. He goes, no way, he's making good time. He's making good time. You can't make time. There's no good time. It's just linear. That's another fucking problem I have with adults. So he proceeds to tell me that a Gatorade bottle. So he takes the Gatorade bottle, fills it up as he's driving, and then didn't know what to do with it. So I says, so you endangered everybody's life on the road, plus yours, because you're making good time. Oh, there was no danger. All right, buddy. So then he proceeds to tell me he didn't want to just have, this pee bottle in his vehicle, so he goes to dump it out his window, doing $1.30 to the Mac. Oh, he tells me that his back window's open, so everything in the vehicle got covered in piss on everything. It was like $200 to detail it. His work clothes are pissed on. Oh, just piss everywhere. Just pissity, piss. And I was like, so next time you'll stop, pull over, take 2 minutes and go pee. No way, it's making good time. But dude, you just said it costs like $400 to do your truck, clean everything, replace your stuff. That's so, make good time. You're a fucking adult. Which brings me to my next point. Little story. Now, rant and rave sections, your little local rant and raves. For a comedian, they're a fucking gold mine. So on this particular day, reading the rant and rave, and there's Ralph. Okay, now I looked at Ralph. Ralph's in his 60s, or just about 60. So Ralph starts off with, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm taking a stand. So right away, first 2 lines, I'm in. I'm like in the car because I love a stand. I'll take a stand. Let's go, Ralph. I'm a rider. Let's ride. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm taking a stand. I encourage all of you to stand up with me because I'm not. And then you know how it goes, see more, ... Well, at this point in time, I'm fucking riding with you, Ralph. Let's go smash down the doors of inequality. Let's get some human rights going. What the fuck are we doing, Ralph? Because you're not taking it anymore. You want to rally the troops. You encourage everybody else not to take it either. ... I click the see more. I'm not taking it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. The next time they ask me to park at the McDonald's. Oh, fuck. This is on a rant and rave. This is like people could see this shit. This isn't an inner monologue. I'm not going to park the next time they ask me to park at the McDonald's. Ralph, you're an adult. But we're not done. Ralph goes, you know, I'll go park. But last time I did that, I saw the worker give my food bag to 3 other vehicles. And I saw them all touch it. And then she gave me the food. Okay, that's a lie. That's a lie. You're an adult. That's lying. Have you ever tried to go to McDonald's, right? And you give them can you take the pickles off? I order no pickles. Whatever it is. They just make you another fucking burger, right? Give you some more fries, whatever it is. So, okay. I'll go with you, Ralph. Let's say that happened. So the first car, right? They sucked on your fries, okay? Second car, right? They kind of fingered your fish fillet. Then the third car, the guy raped your Big Mac. Just went to town on a secret sauce all over his dick and balls. So you're gonna take that? You're gonna accept that food as an adult, but you're not. So you just watch someone sexually assault your Big Mac, and you're gonna do nothing about it? That's not an adult. That's an adult. Because if that happened, you say, hey, I just saw 3 people go through the bag. No, I'm not taking this. But Ralph, he's an adult, so we're not done yet. Sometimes he says, they park me, and there's not even anyone behind me. I said, okay, yeah. So you're either here or you're there. And now listen, because I'm me, I went to the McDonald's, I got size 12, so I did a little measurement. The closest you have to go from the window to the first stall is about 18 feet. The farthest you have to drive, mind you, not push your fucking car, drive it, is about 80 feet. So Ralph's not taking it anymore, so I'm going to do it. Too many kids are sexually assaulting his food, and he's going home, and there's no one behind him. Then Ralph, he goes, you know, I go to McDonald's a lot less now because of this. And I encourage everyone, I encourage all of you to take a stand and don't let this continue to happen. We need to rise up and say no more parking at the McDonald's. And he goes, that's a shame, because I really love me a Big Mac and some fries. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's not love. That's not love, Ralph. I know love. That's not love. You're not willing to park for the love of a Big Mac? You're not willing to park 17 feet, man? That's not love. That's not love, Ralph. You're an adult. Now, I'm going to tell all you motherfuckers, the salmon arm in McDonald's, the McDonald's salmon arm, it's fucking gorgeous. Like, if there's like a view contest, you can see the Mashing Mountain. You can almost see the fucking lake. Summertime, all the trees are in bloom, flowers up the butthole. You got an apple orchard, like across the street with a cideries. All these smells, man. It's fucking gorgeous to sit there at the McDonald's and salmon. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I go and get Wendy's and I go and park in the McDonald's salmon arm parking lot just because it's such a fucking nice view. So it's not like you're having to park 2 blocks away in a real bad neighborhood, Ralph. So, Ralph is an adult, and we've established that. I'm about to roast him in the comments. I see there's 25 comments already. I'm all let down. I'm disappointed because I'm sitting here thinking like, no, there's no way that somebody already hasn't roasted him. There's no way that Ralph isn't already dead. All right, fine. Not dead, but he should be roasted. Roasted because there should have been adults commenting, but you'll find out it was adults. First comment I read. It's a corporate conspiracy. What? What? Okay. Looked at this person, 50-something. Everybody who commented was older than me. Corporate conspiracy. So the next person comments, I used to work there. They have a timer. And the more people that they get through, the more orders they take, they make more money. That was it. That's the whole comment. So I replied, yeah, checks out. Yeah, checks out. It's generally how every fucking business on earth works. More customers, more sales, more money. right? Checks out. Fucking, the more people they get through, the more money they make. He's an adult. And you know something else too about commenting on Facebook? You know, he probably was like, hey honey, come over here. Look at this, look what I commented on the parking. I said the more people, more money. I'll fucking, yeah, I'll show him. Yeah, hi honey. Because he's an adult. Now this one fucking got me. This one got me, and I'll tell you, this comment got me, and I didn't think this was even a thing anymore. I didn't think this was actually a thing anymore. He goes, this person commenting goes, it's the lazy teenagers. For fuck's sake. That's it. It's the lazy teenagers. So I started thinking, like, fuck, I was hearing that when I was a kid. How far back did that go? Like, my grandpa signing up for World War II, lying about his age. He's 17. You know, and he was a tunneler. Like, he was underground for like a week at a time. Comes out from underground. First time he's seeing daylight, gets a hot meal. He's sitting down for 5 minutes. Older guys walk by. Oh, lazy teenagers. Well, that's what you're going to get. You know, it's like World War I. Battle of Somme. Canadians are putting piss rags over their faces and stuff. It's like, you know, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, still fucking teenagers, you know, shot dead. Like, fucking lazy teenagers. That's all we gotta do. Rats gnawing at your face and shit. Out of the trench. Bang! Guy beside you. 40-year-old adult. Lazy teenagers. Let's figure this out. How far back does that go? So, like, let's say what you're like a slave. You know what I mean? So, like, you're a slave, but you're a young slave. And then the other older slaves are just like, lazy teenagers. Never stops. Never stops. Fuck, let's go back even further. So you got, like, the Spartans. The Spartan era. Where it's like, you're either a perfect baby, or you're punted off a cliff. And when you become a teenager, or not even a teenager, was it like 12 or 13 years of spear, go up in the mountains, kill a fucking wolf, come back, don't be a bitch. You know what I mean? The guy comes back, 18 years old, 17 years old, all the older Spartans, lazy teenagers. Yeah, you know, my day would have killed 2 wolves. Yeah, lazy teenagers. There's been adults everywhere. Well, lazy teenagers. So I had to comment. I had to say, so you're wrong, it says, because, like, pragmatically and just technically, it would be more work. There'd be more work because they're getting more people through. Then they have to park them. Then they have to remember the orders, and they're making more because they're putting more people through. Then they have to remember which order goes to the thing. So actually, if it's teenagers doing this, it's opposite of lazy. They're creating more work for themselves. Well, this adult replies back with, well, that's your opinion. What? No, that's not my opinion. That's just what happens. But these are adults. This is what I'm telling you. Just as younger people, if it sounds stupid, it seems stupid, and it's coming out of an adult's mouth, it's probably fucking stupid. Okay? Don't give this reverence of respect. And I think, what am I at here? That's my time. I think that's like 40 minutes. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we'll do one more. I gotta work through some material anyways. So that's most of my adult stuff. Yeah, I gotta do a little bit. What didn't I do? I did that. Yeah. That's 40 minutes. Alright, let's do some more here. I gotta get a beer first. Just all 2 of you? Alright! 2 people. That's more than that's here. That's what we're talking about. So stick around for a second as I get another beer. All right, work through some of this material. Went down the wrong hole, just like that tranny hooker on my 33rd birthday. Oh, all right, let's do some new material. Let's do some stuff here. So, there's numbers in sex, right? I don't like numbers in sex. Okay, 69, that's fine. Don't do a 96. That's where guys on top. So me and my girl, we're doing a 96. Now, ladies, I'm going to tell you something. Ladies, there's one rule when you're doing a 96. Just keep your tongue down. That's it. Keep your tongue down. So, we're doing the 96. And, there's noises during sex. Anyways, right? All of a sudden, I just hear, oh! And I don't know, that's a new one, kinky. Oh. So I kind of like hip up. I'm like, did you say ow? Uh-huh. Oh, shit. All right, come over. I move over. Mouth is full of blood. Oh, what the hell happened? You hit my tongue. You lifted your tongue up during a 96? Like, ripped her tongue backwards, kind of. She's over. I'm like, listen, I played rugby for 22 years. I bounced at some of the gnarliest bars in Red Deer. If I think if you got to go to the hospital, you probably should. If I don't know, you probably should. If I see an extra sideways vagina underneath your tongue because it's ripped, we need to go to the hospital. So, no 96s. But the thing about it is I went with her, right? And it was kind of cute because she had to like write down these forms and contact information, or I think it was talking to somebody on the phone because she just moved from Alberta. Like, and what is the relationship of this fella to your boyfriend? I was like, it's official. It's our first on paper official, boyfriend girlfriend thing, and it's a hospital visit because of an injury during a sex act of a 96. Keep in mind, it's like 2 a.m. So my mom worked victim services. Now there are just some rules, all right? When you go into the hospital with an injury during sex, no matter what, like me and her were there, the nurse guy could obviously tell this is just a 96 gone bad. It's not like a domestic thing. But there's still protocol you gotta follow. So you should get the big binder when you're in the back there, away from your partner. They should give you the big binder of stuff to fill out, forms, all this sort of stuff. It's just protocol. So when she comes out, and no stitches or anything, it's close, but no stitches, pretty bad. Just kind of like this for a little bit. No more 96. No more numbers in sex. All right. I asked her, I says, did you get the big binder? She was like, no, they just like asked me if I was like okay, if this was like a domestic thing. I said, shook my head, and I was like, well, wait a minute, they didn't even do the big binder for you? That is unprofessional in my opinion, but also kind of like, oh, that's sweet. First boyfriend girlfriend thing. Don't do a 96, obviously. Stick to 69 or 78. 78s aren't bad. 78s aren't bad. That's a sideways leg up. You know what? Never mind. Figure that out on your own. Speaking of sex and different things, not different things, just sex, blowjobs mostly. There's just a lot of content going around the internet about, it has to do with kind of like the Andrew Tate, the whatever podcast, which, by the way, Andrew Tate, top G of the Bukkake. Oh, look at me. Dude, I didn't have an opinion here or there, but then he starts insulting Canada. He said, you're going to call yourself a man, bruv, and be from Canada? Oh, how, bruv? You going to be bruv? First of all, you don't call yourself an alpha or a top G. Second of all, if you're trying to insult the whole nation of people where, like, minus 15 in most of this country on some days is t-shirt weather, where most everybody played hockey or football or rugby, where that's fine, insult, but bruv, oi bruv, oh bruv, you gonna be man, bruv, fuck off. All of that bullshit, the whatever podcast, all this stuff. I don't want to get on the rant, but these are the platforms because I consume a lot of content for my comedy. So there's a big kind of a deal going around in there right now with a lot of these women, or whores. They go on these podcasts and they talk about how good they are at sucking dick. How you don't want a woman with no experience. Well, you don't want some chick doesn't know how to suck dick. All right. Well, how hard do you think it is? Really? Like, a man will only ever get 2 blowjobs in his lifetime. A good one and a bad one. The rest are just quantity over quality. That's what you gotta understand. These women these women, I shit you not. And it's not just 1 or 2 or 3, it's a lot of hoes out there. Because it's a fucking homageddon. It's a goddamn hoe-pocalypse. You understand what I'm saying? They're out there bragging about their dick sucking skills. Bragging like, I give the glizzy glizzy twist 5,000. Oh yeah, I give that glot 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 200. I give the squirty squirt David Carradine 4,000. Goddamn hose got their fucking blowjob sound like a new line of power tools coming out. Fuck's sakes. Hey, did you hear about that new cordless DeWalt? Yeah, it's got fake eyelashes, lip injections, and a shitty attitude. Fuck's sake. And what are you bragging about? Here's a dick. There you go. No teeth. You're good. Now, why don't guys go on there and talk about going down, eating some chow? Why don't we ever talk? Because that's hard. That's difficult. So I don't think you fucking ladies understand how powerful your thighs get when you're having an orgasm. I don't think you get it. So let's see what a guy's got to do. First of all, labia minora, minora. Then we got the hood, second hood. Then we got to find the clit. All right. Then we got to deal with you got to set your legs apart. Then we got to find the little boy in the canoe. Then we got to maintain tongue control on something that is usually smaller than the head of a pin. It's time to maintain tongue control. And then your hips are bucking and your thighs are closing. We got to maintain tongue control. All right. This tooth here, we got knocked backwards. I tell everybody it's from rugby. Nope, it was a sharp pelvis redhead. Just bang! Oh, I'm sorry. I can't help it. You're hitting the spot. Yeah. Bleeding out of my mind and stocks, fucking soldier. Bleeding out of my mouth. That's hard. Sucking a dick. What are you bragging about? What are you bragging about? So man's got to go down there. He's got to fight the outer boss, inner boss. Then you got to pull the hood back. Then you got to find the motherfucker. Then you got to maintain tongue control. And then how about this one? Ladies, y'all need to come to a consensus, all right? Something's got to change. I'll tell you what. Almost there. Almost there. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. Almost there. Almost there. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't. Okay, that can be like, that's a 30-second window. Not 5 fucking minutes. All right? It's like your jaw's locked up, your shoulders fucking cramped, your goddamn floating ribs dislocated. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Right there. Right there. Right there. I know it's right there. But this time frame is not fucking suitable. With men, it's just, gonna come, and you're done. That's it. Stop bragging about your home again. Oh, and another thing. These broads are like, oh, you don't want a 20-year-old with no experience. You don't need to go through 1,000 dicks to be good at sucking one. All right? You don't. And furthermore, these women, they're not going to listen. They're not going to listen to you. You're like, oh, I don't really, no, you just lay down. I know what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, but I don't like that. I can remember a time when you used to be able to go to a funeral, right? Before the Homageddon, before the Hopocalypse. You used to be able to go to a funeral, right? And you wouldn't see nipple pasties and stilettos and like these pencil skirts. I used to remember you could go to a goddamn child's birthday party and you wouldn't have like 6-inch fake eyelashes, turtle skirts, and frickin' sports bras. You guys know what a turtle skirt is? They call it a turtle skirt because it's 2 inches from our snapper. Do better. There's the old school Insta hose. I love the old school Insta hose. But now it's too much. You're pulling your pants down at the grocery store. You're freaking, what are we doing? We're on a flight and you're going to go jerk it in the bath? Stop it. You're all just too much. Just too many hoes saturating the market. All right? Stop it. Stop with the Homageddon. Stop with the whole works of it. Power tools. That was good. I like the power tools. Let's work through this one. A lot of men will get stage fright. Coming up here, I don't get this kind of stage fright, but sometimes there's stage fright like when guys have to pee. And, oftentimes maybe you're at a hockey game, you're in between a urinal, but it can happen at home. Happens at home quite a bit. Well, guys will have the tips, tricks, little things they can do to help them flow, to help the flow go. They'll think of a babbling brook, maybe another time they had a really good pee. Well, like my technique is, it's a little weird. I have to speak angry Japanese to my penis. The flow will go every time. I don't know. That's not the weird part though. The weird part is my penis His name is Pedro. I didn't even know he spoke Japanese. Motherfucker. So I was having sex with this midget. Alright? And I can call her midget. Alright? I got the midget pass. She was 3'9", feeling fine. Okay, she was 3'9". Alright, you can't say shit, otherwise you're a heightist. You're a heightist, and I will take heightism anywhere, okay? I'm not a heightist. She's 3'9". I didn't see height that night. Oh, hi. Don't be a heightist. And you know, me and the midgie, we tried to 69, turned out more like a 67. What are you gonna do, right? The weird part was going down on a midget is when her toes hit your ears. It's kind of, oh shit, all right. Now, she had huge tits, big titties. I'll tell you, the best part about a midget with big tits is they're not gonna sag very much. They're already this close to the ground. Like, where's gravity gonna take them? Fucking nowhere. Awesome. Now, she was fucking awesome. She was just she's a great person. But she's my little midgie. I'm allowed to call her that. Got the pass. What else do I want to do? Oh yeah, we'll do another one. Remember years ago? No, so there's tests, smell tests before you get intimate. I'm sure women, I'm sure you ladies do it, right? If you pull down the pants and it smells like expired cheddar cheese, you're not gonna be, guys, we have our own way too. It's usually the finger smell test because if we get down to panty line, it just gets awkward. So mine is, just give a little dip when you're making out, outside the panties, that's fine. But you gotta keep the sample clean. So you gotta switch hands, move it up, take a sniff. Oh, well, I tell you, this fucking chick's pussy smelled worse than the chili they make at the homeless shelter. The difference is less homeless dudes' fingers have been in the chili. I know, right? I need to do better. There you go. Alright, well, my set ended a while ago. 3 people, nice. I'll do some impressions. You want some impressions? Impressions? Alright, let's figure out who we got. I've been working on this one lately. Christopher Walken. But it's like his family name was like Christopher, it was like riding, but he never rode his bike. His dad's like, Christopher, you're always walking. You're walking. Father, I don't like to ride. I'm a walker. And then he changed his name to that. But what else? Oh yeah, I've been trying to work on my Sean Connery lesson. As a younger Sean Connery, you just understand that I'm Scottish. I'm the fucking Highlander. I killed 2 hookers with my bare hands in the 60s. Yes, it's true. I said every once in a while, a lady likes a nice smack on a fanny. I got in a bit of trouble for that one. All right, let's do something fun. What do you want to do? All right, let's go. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Forrest Gump. What could they do? Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right, let's see what we got. Don't even worry about it, because I grew up in Austria. It was not very nice. We were poor. The other kids, they would say, Arnold, why does your housekeeper and your groundskeeper, why do they not have their own house? They live in your house. Are you poor? And I would say, they have their own floor. I have 2 other floors. I went to my father and he said, Father, are we poor? We don't even have a castle. All right, then we got who we got? Forrest Gump. Did I say Forrest Gump? My daddy makes a grace, but Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. All right. What are they doing? Those 2, Arnold and Forrest, are a gay couple, and they are they're in a sex shop, and they're looking for something to spice up their sex life. Excuse me, Arnold, why can't we just bring on the stuffed pheasant like before? Don't listen to him. Forrest, I love you, but we must get more anus. We must do more anus. You don't do enough with the anus. I don't like the way tacos taste. Your butthole tastes like cigarettes. What did I tell you? Do not be You don't need to smell it, you just need to lick it. I want you to pump me up. Do you understand, Forrest? I'm 7-time Mr. Olympia champion. Okay, can I have anyone? I don't like the way you talk to me. I don't care. You're retarded. You're retarded. I am not retarded. My mama says that I am smart, and I don't like you. And then he just fucks off, starts running. He's going, Forrest, come back here. Then Macho Man comes. He's like, oh yeah, you know, I don't really like the way you're... Forrest and like Macho Man used to date. I don't really like the way you're talking to my ex there. Arnold, oh yeah, I don't care. 7-time, oh yeah, Olympic champion. Don't matter to me. I'm a madness. You're fake. You don't even know what you're doing. All right. That's. I think I'll wrap that up. Yeah, I can do a lot of refining on that. That'll work. Tap dancing. What the fuck? Tap dancing. You don't have tap shoes on. You look like two retarded chimpanzees trying to help a grease up doorknob. That's rude. Yeah, I'm the rude one. Whew. Alright. Well, that's good. Got that done. So, obviously, with nobody here, I can't do the Derek interviews. Okay, well, I can interview you, I guess. I thought I'd interview you, but I think you want to go for a walk. Yes, you do. Alright, I gotta take this little girl for a walk. Thank you for tuning in. It starts with 3, then maybe we grow. We'll grow a little more. Then maybe we get like 4 next week. Thank you to my little girl, right? Show must go on. If nobody shows up, 2 people show up, 20 people show up, doesn't matter. At least it gives me a chance to be on stage, work through my material. When you turn the lights off, you got the spotlights on you. It is. It's an on-stage feeling that and I need more of that for this exact reason, just to work through my material. So thank you for supporting. Thank you for tuning in. And, we could do, we could do story time with Uncle Juicebox. Story time with Uncle Juicebox. Yeah, we could do that. All right, what do we got? Which one do we want? Which one do we want to do? Yeah, forgot a lot of them. We could do Black Sabbath Bruce. All right, Black Sabbath Bruce. So, whenever I go to concerts with my old friends, because I, create the entertainment, because that's what I do, and see their weddings, fucking, You know what's funny is, like, I've never once heard in my life, I've never done this, all my old fucking faggot friends, but I've never done this once. Hey, Bobby, over here! This guy's got a problem! Hey, over here! You know how many times I've heard, hey, Juice, come over here, this guy's got a problem! Hey, Juice, get over here, this guy's got a problem! A lot. Because I used to be stupid and a meathead, I just headbutt a motherfucker. You messing with my friends? But then those people go ahead and insult my dead mom. Now we're not friends anymore. And that's better that way. So, Black Sabbath Bruce. I used to go to these concerts, Metallica, any concert, as Bruce. Now, the character of Bruce is... He used to work the rigs. 28 days up stick. Now, Bruce was from Metaskoin. Now, Bruce wore size 33 Wranglers, but 4 rugby socks stuffed in the crotch. He wore a cut-off sleeve t-shirt with a Camaro on it, picture of a Camaro, and he wore a jean vest, sleeves cut off, used to be a jacket, and white high tops, and whatever like work hat he has on at the time. And Bruce loves going to concerts. Bruce loves being the man. So, go to Black Sabbath. Now I paid $300 for a ticket. I wanted to see Black Sabbath. On the way down, former friend of mine, we'll call him Jason, because that's his name. I like to call him piece of shit, but we'll call him Jason. I don't drink rye anymore. I haven't drank rye in years. Well, he starts feeding me this White Owl's white rye. So I get pretty hammered on rye on the way down. Well, we stopped taking pee as you got to. Somewhere, I don't know where we were. There's like this Asian restaurant. Now it looked like a bush. Okay, it was a fence, but it had like the fake bushes, like the leaves. So Jay had to pee. So he goes out, he didn't know it was an Asian restaurant. He didn't know it was a patio, like literally people out there eating. And so I looked, I'm like, oh yeah, that's funny. So he sticks his dick and he starts peeing. I'm like, oh, spitting cobra. No cobra. You got big cobra. You know cobra. He's laughing, doesn't know why. I'm like, dude, look, like just, here you go. I parted it for him. He's like, oh shit. I was like, yeah, That's a crime what you're doing. But we get to the concert. All right. Bruce decides, oh yeah, by the way, Bruce, he always says, I just worked 28 days up stick. He hasn't worked in like 15 years because he's on disability because of sciatic. Sciatic's always acting up. And Bruce worked the circus rig. So, but he likes to be a rigger. I'm a rigger. Oh yeah, you worked 80 hours this week? I'm in my first part-time job. I'm a rigger. Bruce really toes the fucking line, right? So we hit the Black Sabbath. Now Bruce decides he wants to go into the private booths and just be in there and be Bruce. So he goes in the first one, grabs a beer, gets kicked out. Well, I go to the drilling company's private booth. Now, I knew a guy that worked before for this company, and I didn't know enough rig lingo. So I walk in, hey, how's it going? You know John Dumfrey? Yeah, Rig C364, yeah, no doubt. No, I was invited. Oh, no, fuck, colder than a witch's tit up there last week, eh? Oh, tell you what, though, I haven't seen anything like that since 93. You remember that? Oh, yeah. Oh, and everybody just fuck. No, you know Donnie? No, Donnie, the old push. Rig 218. Yeah. You hear what happened to him? And you just go. They don't give a fuck. They don't. They say, oh, yeah, I'm rigging. Right on. So I'm drinking beer, eating some hot dogs, and like the owner of the drilling company comes in. He's like, you need to get the fuck out. I'm like, I'm on disability. I'm sad. He's like, get out, call security. All right, I get out. So I leave, go find my seats, smoke a joint. I leave my jacket with my wallet and stuff on my seat. So, I don't know, there's like blank spots tonight, but somewhere between me sitting down and going to the bathroom, I got into some trouble with security. And must have said a few things that weren't very nice, so they kicked me out of the concert. So I'm out there, outside the Saddle Dome. All right. And I look, there's a liquor store across the street. All right, I go grab a 6-pack of Pabst Blue Ribbon. Down those real quick. Black Sabbath about come on. I'm like, fucking right. Hop the fence, and you know, like the doors, the bay doors at the bottom of the arenas were like, fuck, I just walked right in. So, excuse me, I gotta bring the reefer up there in the butt. Yeah. Just keep walking. Made it in. Well, I made it like to the entrance to go down where my seats are. And an old friend of mine, he actually heard this. Security, he's back. The big guy's back. Get the police. The big guy's back. Get the police. So, the security guard, Brown, he goes, hey, I said, that's racist. He's like, well, I didn't say anything. Exactly. You're not treating me as an equal. That's racist. You're racism. And he's like, no, you gotta go. You're causing a disturbance. Got a lot of complaints about you. I'm like, about what? Being too sexy? I didn't spend 28 days up stick. Minus 30, 90 hours in 2 days. Get kicked out. They kick me out. They get the cops. It's probably a good idea. And so I'm walking backwards outside the Saddle Dome. This little cop, he goes, is your nickname Juice? I'm like, yeah. He goes, I play for a rugby team in Calgary, and I know you. How about you just make this easy for all of us? Make this nice. I know who you are. I kind of know your reputation. Let's just make this nice. We'll do it easy. I'm like, all right. So they cuff me, put me in the paddy wagon. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to paddy wagon, but they're just uncomfortable. Like, they're not meant for comfort. I get that. So I'm like, hey guys, like, what am I looking at here? $150 for leave license premises, $175 drunk in public. I'm at like $300 in fines. You're gonna take me to the drunk tank. You're gonna take me to the station that's on 19th, 24th, right? They're like, oh yeah. Like, how do you know that? I was like, I've been there before. All right, let's just drop me off, man. It's uncomfortable. No. They kept saying, you're nice to us, we'll be nice to you. You're nice to us, we'll be nice to you. So then the concert ends. They drive me like 20 blocks away from this, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. They drive me like 20 blocks away from the Saddle Dome, let me out, and they're like, well, if you sprint, you might be able to catch your friends before they leave. I looked down like, oh, you guys. A lot of people that tell that part too are like, oh, you should file a report. You should shut the fuck up. That's funny. Well, I took their advice. Now, anybody that's been like real drunk, you think you could sprint? You think you could sprint like long distances? Even I was in shape at the time? You can't. You cannot sprint out. I made it like half a block. Whew. that reset your brain, right? No, because now it's like, oh wait, I can sprint half a block. So I finally made it to some, I think they call it like CRT, like the train station or whatever. And I just didn't have my phone, didn't have my wallet, had nothing. So this guy's talking to someone, grabbed his cell phone. That's the only phone number I remember. Because I'm old, we have to remember phone numbers. Call my friend up. Hey buddy, Lonnie. He's like, hey man, where are you? I don't know, trains and lights. Where are you? He's like, Airdrie. We had a rule. If you're not at the car, an hour after the concert's over, see you later. He's like, all right, well, turn around. So the guy takes my phone, and he's like, you better come get this dude, man. There's going to be trouble. And he's like, my buddy's like, oh, is he going to get beat up? No, I'm not worried about him. I'm just worried about everybody else. He's like, okay. So, I don't know, about 40 minutes passes, and I'm still on the platform on this side. So all of a sudden, Lonnie pulled up in his little yellow Golf on that side, like the other side. So, and I don't remember any of this. This is what they all told me. 3 people told me this. I ran off the platform. It's like a 6-foot drop. Didn't miss a beat. Up the other side, up the fence, over the other fence, across the other platform, over the fence, the other fence, and then like there was a little bit of a hill and some trees. I popped out of the trees, like rolled out of the fucking bushes, hit the car. If the fucking door was open, I probably would have sliced, but right? Almost rolled right in the fucking car. So I get in the car, and we're driving back to Red Deer, and I'm like, oh, who spilled something on me? Like, nobody spilled anything. Because I'm soaking wet. Everything's just soaking wet. Well, there was like, on top of the fence, there was not razor wire, but you know how the ends are like real sharp? So I just sliced myself from here to here, a little bit here. And I was like, oh, that's not good. So we get home, put some super glue on it. A couple weeks later, me and Cock Canoe, Jason there, were at the Cullycut Center in the steam room. And this guy looks at me and says, hey man, you had the same surgery I did. I was like, no motherfucker, Black Sabbath concert. Yeah, that's Black Sabbath Bruce. That's Black Sabbath Bruce right there. That's a good one. I really like the one. I really like the one with Starsky and Hutch when I was in my Speedo and suspenders on the Meridian or the Pork Chop Island there. They called the cops, and all the rookie cops showed up. That was a good one. But we're at an hour and something now, so I'll let you guys go. Thank you, 3 of you. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. You gotta build it. So thank you guys very much. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume gender. Thank whomever is behind there. And I do know the 64 registered and certified genders of the Canadian Rights and Freedoms. I went down that rabbit hole. You guys want to know? You want to know what queer identifying, cis-attracted male is? It's a metrosexual. It's just a metrosexual. It's just a dude who dresses fancy but likes broads. That's all it is. That got me thinking, actually, well, since you're still here, fuck it. Since you're still here, I'll work this little bit out. It's a new bit. I'm trying. So, like, there's genders, like, all these genders. So I started thinking, like, what about ice cream? Like, ice cream, you know what I mean? So, like, you got vanilla and chocolate. That's male, female. Right? Then you got Neapolitan. It's non-binary. Kind of doesn't know what it is, right? Right? Then you got, like, I think chocolate chip mint is definitely metrosexual. 100%. Tiger ice cream, those are like the lesbians. Like, Tiger ice cream is the bull dykes. Like, fucking 400 pounds of flesh, 2 inches of hair, and 17 yards of flannel. That's Tiger. Because they're scissoring hard. Oh, Tiger ice cream. I think gay ice cream is Rocky Road. Rocky Road, that's gay. And then you got, like, the sherbet and the shaved ice is the transitioning. Like, are we ice cream? Are we not? I don't know, but we're going to transition. I'm going to be an ice cream, or no, I'm going to be a shaved ice. I don't know. You got, like, strawberry. Strawberry is, like, lesbian, but it's the soft lesbians, not the bull dykes. You know what I mean? And then you got, fuck. Oh, man. So, I don't know. I'm working through that one. But I do got to pee. Take her for a walk. Thank you very much. 3 of you. I'm pretty sure I know who the 3 of you are. So thank you, Carolee. Yeah, and Joe, and yeah, that's about it. Maybe. I don't know. But I don't really care if my same supporters support me all the time. Thank you. Because that feels good. That's nice. Alright. I gotta quit doing the Andrew Tate ramble shit. I gotta come up with my own bit about that. Because it's like, man, I see these fucking podcasts, right? Like this. There's this whatever podcast is do this wet noodle. And the big thing is, you expect a man to pay on the first date? But, blah, 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 traditional. Shut up. Here's what I'm gonna tell you, man. Dudes, pay for the first 3 dates. Bring flowers. Shut the fuck up. Don't expect anything either. All right? Where's the ROI, return on investment? Human interaction, dummy. So every time you go on a date, you get better at going on a date. You get a little bit less nervous. Set a budget, $150, bring some flowers. Shut the fuck up. But feminism, you say pay for... No, dude. Shut the fuck up. None of that matters. Just pay for the first 3 dates. All right? It's a human experience. This guy really pissed me off because then he goes on to say, well, I paid for the first date and you're not a traditional woman. Well, what if somebody breaks into the house? I'm the man and I'm expected to go confront them. So why don't you go confront them? Dude, that is the lamest fucking argument. First of all, that doesn't happen that often. Second of all, if you hear someone breaking into your house, lock your fucking bedroom door, call the cops, do it. That's what you should do, right? If you don't have a gun or something like that. This fucking wet noodle. This guy keeps saying, if someone breaks in the house, dude, what would you do? What the fuck would you do? I know what I do when people come to my house, try to they did bear mace me and they try to take my dog, threaten my girl, threaten my dog. I know what I did. I destroyed that stolen fucking car. I made those crackheads. Ooh, he's crazy. He's crazy. I'm going to tell you something. There used to be honor in crackheads. There used to be like a crackhead back in the day gets caught stealing. A crackhead took his beating. Right? There's honor in crackheads. Well, this fucking guy, so they came trying to take my dog. Crackheads, bear spray, bear maced me, emptied the can on me. I don't know why I walked through it. It is what it is. I'm not tough, but I left like this very this girl might there's not don't just don't I have my knuckle dusters on, ceramic, legal in Canada, and so he empties the bear mace, and I'm still coming at him, and I could respect this if he stopped and threw the can at me like a fucking man. No. This is what he does. He's running away and he does one of these. God damn it, we need the OG crackheads back. An OG crackhead would be like, fuck, alright, take my beating. This motherfucker gets into this Honda Accord stolen car. It's parked here, and I'm at the gate of my fence. It's not hooked up to anything, but it's good for the aesthetic, right? And so he tries to hit me. Tried. I'm gonna be honest, it's not hard to hit someone with your car that's just standing there. So he stops. So I'm just mad. I'm gonna punch out the no. So I stop. My duster's on. I stopped. Figuring he's gonna fuck off, he goes to the stop sign. Well, I run into my yard. I grab about 3 rocks, between 10 and 15 pounds each. Now he's backing up and he's trying to hit me again. Again, it ain't that hard to hit stuff. He parallel parked. It was a really good parallel. He's just whoop. Well, I just took the one rock, just through the window. And you know how you hit something hard and it goes poof, like that sound? Pretty sure I hit his wrist or his little crackhead leg. He backs up, another one through the other window, picks up the other person that was with him. They try to hit me again. It doesn't work. Now they're at the stop sign. Now the stop sign, honestly, it's 13 feet from where I'm standing. The car's 10 feet. You don't have a lot. You don't have a lot to hit me with. So he revs it, but it goes in neutral. He puts the brakes on. He goes in reverse. Again, fucking beautiful parallel park. He just 12. It was 12 inches right from my feet. Stopped right there, and I'm what the fuck? So I try to go through the front window with the last rock, but it hit the middle part where the door jamb and the quarter panel meet, and it just hit that the hinge. And it just goes pow. So they fucking they're screaming, oh, he's crazy, get out of here, oh my goodness. When you came to my door, you're all tough. Now, the cops go to me, how old would you say this guy was? And I said to them, honestly, honestly, officer, trying to tell the age of a crackhead is like trying to tell you the age of an Asian woman. I said he could be 30, he could be 60. I don't fucking know. He starts laughing his balls off. He's like, that's true. I said, honestly, he looked like 55, but he was probably like 33, right? He's just like, oh yeah, that's pretty funny. He goes, thank you, man. He goes, okay. And then, like, but as it goes on, that guy didn't know what the fuck he was getting himself into. But my point is, I know what I'll do if someone comes to my house and tries to hurt the people I love, person and the dog I love. These people on these podcasts aren't going to do shit. Like, it's just so frustrating. Just shut up. And if you want to talk about, like, being a man and all this sort of stuff, well, then shut up. Shut up. If you're the man, you're the alpha, which, by the way, you don't call yourself an alpha. You don't call yourself a top G. Someone wants to call you that, cool. They can call you that. You don't walk around like, I'm an alpha. Oh, I'm an alpha. If you're an alpha, people know that you're an alpha. All right? Plain and simple. So, always fine. What are you going to do if someone breaks in? What are you going to do if someone breaks in? It's like, that's your equivalency? That's your equivalency? If someone breaks into the house, what are you going to do? Well, I know what I'll do. These motherfuckers ain't going to do shit. So, young man out there, which none of you are listening, pay for the first 3 dates. Don't expect anything. You know, kiss on the first date, that's fine. But don't expect sexual anything. Don't expect this bullshit of 50-50. No. If you take her on a date, oh, we're going to get late cut? No, split the bill. Fucking puss off. That just bugs me. Bugs me. It's a human interaction. That's what you're going for. All right. We're going to end on, thank you very much. Third time. This is it. I'm going this time. And remember, I am _Derek. Check me out. All my socials. Nice guys don't finish last. They finish themselves. All right. Thank you, everybody.